Hello everybody and welcome to another week of Makers Monday. I am Anastasia Radloff, aka Stampin' Blondie, and as you can tell, I am still fighting getting over the flu. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. I am slowly starting to feel better. Thank you for all of your patience last week as I had to reschedule Makers Monday. I thought I was going to go live on Monday. Tuesday got even worse, and then I just had to postpone until this week. So thank you everybody for being patient with me as I postponed Makers Monday last week. Now, today is going to be a little bit different. As you can tell, my voice is still not fully all the way back. I've got my water bottle over here, and I'm going to be talking just a little bit slower than normal, just so I don't try to roughen up my voice any more than it already is. So hello, Carol. Hopefully it wasn't too rainy for you down in Connecticut today. It's been pretty rainy here in Rhode Island. So I'm just making sure that I'm live over on Facebook. Oh, also I'm live over on YouTube as well. So it looks like I'm good to go. Like I said, hello Maggie, hello Chris from Missouri. Like I said, just bear with me. I returned from Raleigh OnStage event where I contracted influenza A. So it was a really fun trip. I felt fine on the entire trip. I got back, and Monday and Tuesday is when it all just kind of went downhill from there. But I finished my antibiotics today or yesterday, today I think. But I am on the up and up and slowly starting to feel back to 100%. All right, so today's Makers Monday is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a recap of my trip to Raleigh, show you some sneak peek items coming from the 2025-2026 annual catalog. I'll show you the annual catalog, the 5 new in colors that will be debuting in May, as well as my annual catalog pre-order that as a demonstrator that attended Raleigh got to place a earlier pre-order than all the other demonstrators. So I'm really excited to show you these things. So hopefully we can make it through today. I may have to cut it short depending on my voice, but let's go ahead and swap the camera and we will get started. All right, so before I show you the brand new in colors, I have to remind you that the current 2023-2025 in colors are retiring. Now, the retirement list debuts April 1st, but we already know that these 5 colors will be leaving the new catalog when it debuts. Now, before these colors retire, some of the items may sell out before they even hit that retirement list. Normally, the things that tend to sell out first are ink pad refills and ink pads. So if you currently have ink pads in the colors of Moody Mauve, Wild Wheat, Copper Clay, Boho Blue, and Pebbled Path, and you don't have refills for those ink pads, you'll want to protect your investment by getting those refills to extend the longevity of your ink pads. There's also Stampin' Blends markers, ribbon, and embellishments in all these 5 colors. So if you go to the Stampin' Up website, you can search by color, and they'll show you these items. And usually the items that include those 5 colors are retiring. So I know a couple weeks ago when I did Makers Monday, I had checked to see if any of these products were on low inventory yet. At that time, some of them already were. I did not check before we jumped on here tonight. So just go to the Stampin' Up website. You can search for any of these colors, but these are the 5 colors that will be retiring at the end of our current catalog. Now, before I jump into on-stage stuff and to show you the new 5 colors, I wanted to get Prize Patrol out of the way because I always tend to forget Prize Patrol. Now, 2 weeks ago, our Prize Patrol was a designer series package embellishment designer series paper package. So it's the gnome paper and the tulle paper, and the winner of our Prize Patrol from 2 weeks ago was Sue Thomas. So congratulations, Sue. All she had to do was share this video, comment that she shared, and she was entered into Prize Patrol. So thank you, Sue, for sharing my video 2 weeks ago. Like I said, no Makers Monday last week, but thank you for sharing it. I'm not sure if I have your address, so go ahead and send me a message with your address. If you recently won a Prize Patrol, I have a whole bunch of stuff packaged up ready to go to the post office tomorrow. So if you had recently won a Prize Patrol, you will be getting that sometime this week or next week. Now, this week's Prize Patrol is the Fruit Salad Designer Series paper, a full package. This was my favorite designer series paper from Celebration that ended in February. So you can no longer get this designer series paper. So all you have to do is share this video and comment that you shared, and you're entered into this week's Prize Patrol. So make sure to share the video. Let me get some water because I can feel my throat is getting raspy already. But thank you, Renee. Yes, I am starting to feel better. Last week on Tuesday, I slept until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I went to bed at 6 o'clock in the evening. I was that exhausted and tired and because I've been coughing, my throat is very raspy. It hurts a little bit, but it's raw from coughing. So I don't have like strep throat feeling. It's just very raw from the cough. And I've been doing tea with honey and cough drops and all those things to help with sore throats. So it's slowly on the mend there. All right, now in Raleigh, so what is OnStage? OnStage is a Stampin' Up's demonstrator event that is held once a year to kick off the annual catalog. Now, at this event, we see stamping presentations and lots of swaps. It was so much fun. There's a lot of swapping going on where you create projects and you swap with other people. Now, I did not create any swaps this time just because of my upcoming move. I don't need more stuff to move. So while I did not create any swaps, I did receive swaps from people that were handing them out and were very kind to hand them out, even though I did not have anything to swap back. So I wanted to share some of the swaps that I received. And these are usually the demonstrators' best work that they can do. They do a really great job at these. Courtney, thanks for posing with your friend on stage. She was fangirling because she got to meet me. It was so sweet to meet her. I just had so much fun at OnStage. So I wanted to share some of the swaps that I received from friends. Now, this first card is from Jennifer Roku. If I'm pronouncing your last name wrong, I'm so sorry. She used the Ocean Friends stamp set from the mini catalog to create this beautiful and bright Under the Sea project. This uses the Ocean Friends bundle and the Friends of the Ocean Designer Series paper. So that's one card that I received. Now next one is from Charlene Ito. Look at this beautiful card. She did an amazing job at coloring with her Stampin' Blends. Look at that, so beautiful. Very easy to put together project as well. Very vanilla, fresh freesia, and old olive for this project, and I really love her coloring that she did on this. Now this one's from Janine Nuttall, and she used this butterfly and pink gingham paper. Beautiful project here with some die cutting and then this kind of peekaboo right in the middle. A great project here. This next one is from Yvette Lopez. Here is the daisy. She used the daisy vellum that's in the mini catalog as well. Wishing you a happy birthday with some really beautiful lemon lolly cardstock on here. This one's Pam Morris. She again did the Under the Sea bundle. Now this one's really fun, and the layout is really easy to create. So she die cut these circles, cut them in half, like perpendicular, and then offset them from each other to create this really fun kind of wave looking motion to her project. This one's great. I think this stamp set is really sucking me in to it. I love the little lobster is just so cute. Now this one's from Mary Hansen. She used the new Textured Notes dies, and I have them right here. So she used these new rectangle dies and created this very beautiful project with Wild Wheat and Pretty Peacock. Now Wild Wheat is one of the colors that is retiring, but paired with Pretty Peacock makes this a really beautiful project here. So this is from Mary Hansen. And then the last one that I have to show is this beautiful project from Mindy Clove. Now this is actually a gift card holder. So her swap was part of a it's called over the top swap. So you make these cards that you really wouldn't create a lot of to gift to other people. So it's kind of like because it has so many layers and pieces to it, it's called over the top. But look at all the die cutting she did on there, the coloring, all these beautiful ribbons at the top. But this is a gift card holder because she included a clear, now this is a clear sticky pocket that you would pull off this backing and you would place right here, and then you could have a really beautiful gift card holder to pair with this over the top project. So this is from my friend Mindy Clove. She's such a sweetheart, and she shared this project with me. So thank you to everybody for the swaps. Now, I also received one that I did not catch the lady's name that made this. So I apologize to her, but she created these really beautiful, she sewed all of these little pockets for a highlighter and a pen to put around your catalog. So I apologize, I missed her name. She made these beautiful little pocket things. So thank you if you're watching out there for this little swap here. But as you can see, this is the new 2025-2026 annual catalog. Now, I can't show you the inside just yet, but this catalog starts in May. And normally, if you have placed an order with me in the last 5 months or last 6 months, or you've attended events with me in that time frame, I automatically send you a catalog. Now, I'm switching things up this year. A lot of times I'll send catalogs, but I have demonstrators that come to my events as well. So I don't want to send them duplicate catalogs. So the way I'm going to be doing catalogs this year is there is a link in this video description. If you want an annual catalog, feel free to fill out that registration list and I will send you one. They're free. You don't have to pay for them. But I want to make sure that I get catalogs into the hands of those that truly want them. So this year, if you want an annual catalog from me and you're not currently working with another demonstrator, go ahead and fill out the link and I will add you to my annual catalog listing. Now, these will ship at the end of April, so you still have time to fill it out, but I can show you the front of the catalog and I can show you the back of the catalog. I just can't show you the inside of the catalog until it debuts. But I can show you some fun new things that are coming in that catalog. And one of those are the new 2025-2027 in colors. Now, every year, Stampin' Up! Debuts 5 new in colors, and those colors stick around for 2 years. Now, these colors are meant to be to fill in any voids that we have in our 4 color families, our brights, subtles, regals, and neutrals. Now, oh, my computer is falling over. Let's prop that back up. There we go. So these 5 new in colors, like I said, they'll debut in May and they'll stick around for 2 years. These colors fit into those areas where we may not have certain colors, and I'm really excited about these year's colors. Now, last year, our, 2 years ago, the ones that debuted, the Moody Mauve, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Copper Clay, and Pebbled Path, I'm okay with those retiring. Now, last year, our colors of Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, and Peach Pie, those will stick around for another year since they debuted last year. Now, our 5 new in colors this year, we have Cloud Cover, and I'm going to do a color comparison here in a few minutes so you can see how they kind of fit in with our other colors. So we have Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. Now, if you've been around Stampin' Up! For a while, you may remember in 2015, Strawberry Slush was one of our in colors back then. So it has come back, and I'm very excited about that. I loved Strawberry Slush back then, and it is a great color to be able to fit in to our other pinks that we have currently. So let's do kind of a quick color comparison to those 5 new in colors. So here is Strawberry Slush. Now you may be saying, well, that's kind of close to Melon Mambo, but when they're side by side, you can see Melon Mambo has more of a brighter pink tone while Strawberry Slush is more muted. And then compare it to Flirty Flamingo and you can really see the color differentiation here. You have your Strawberry Slushes in the middle, Flirty Flamingo here, and Melon Mambo. So this pink really fits in when we had just these 2 colors here. It really is a good color in between those 2 pinks that we have here. Yes, I sound much better than I did on Wednesday. I had book club with my family on Wednesday and I could barely talk. It's still kind of not all the way there, but getting better day by day. Now our next new in color is Timid Tiger. Now we don't have a lot of oranges. In fact, we have 2 oranges out of our whole 60 color offering that we have right now. Now compare Timid Tiger to Pumpkin Pie. You can see it's not so much of a bright orange. Pumpkin Pie is much brighter. And then Peach Pie is our other color that we have, and it really does fit in between these 2 colors, and it works really great for creating kind of an ombre effect when you're creating like sunset images here. So Pumpkin Pie, Timid Tiger is in the middle, and then our Peach Pie right here on the outside. Now our next new color is Darling Duckling. So this, when you see it in person, has more of a yellow-green kind of tone to it. Compare it to our Crushed Curry, so you can really see the color difference here when you have it compared with Crushed Curry. And then we also want to compare it to Daffodil Delight. So you really can see the green undertones of this Darling Duckling come through when it's next to Daffodil Delight. Now, again, a great color because once it's by itself, it looks very yellow. But then when you pair it with Daffodil Delight, it has that green tone to it. So Crushed Curry, Darling Duckling, and Daffodil Delight. Darkwing Duck. That will be our new yellow Darkwing Duck. Now, our next one here is called Cloud Cover. Now, I have 4 colors to compare this one to. So here is our Cloud Cover. Now, you may be saying, that kind of looks like Pool Party. So here is what Pool Party, or sorry, that is Bashful Blue. No. Is it Bashful Blue? I know this one's Boho Blue. What is the blue that, is it Bashful Blue? No, Bashful Blue is a retired color, I think. It's a blue that we have that I rarely use, hence the reason why I can't remember the name of it. If you can think of it's a blue color that's current, please shout it out. But Cloud Cover is in the middle, and it kind of looks, once it's against these two colors, it looks like it has more of a gray undertone to it. So I wanted to bring in Smoky Slate so you could really see the color variation of these and how it's not so gray toned. When it looks like against these two colors, it looks very gray, but when you bring in Smoky Slate, it doesn't. No, this is not Pool Party. This is the other blue that we have. Why can't I think of it off the top of my head? It's Pool Party and then the next blue. Balmy Blue, that's it. That's Balmy Blue. Thank you, Courtney. It was complete. I was like, Bashful Blue we used to have. Balmy Blue. You can see how much I use Balmy Blue, not very much. Okay, so we have Balmy Blue here and Cloud Cover, so you could really see the difference in colors. Now this is Boho Blue, and that's one of the colors that's retiring, but I just wanted to bring that in so you could really see the difference in colorations that we have for these. Now, the last color is going to probably be my favorite in color that we have this coming year. Now, this is Secret Sea. Now, hopefully through the video, it looks more of a dark blue because it is. Now, when you pair it with other things, it tends to have like a blue-green coloring to it. But this is Secret Sea, and paired to Night of Navy, you can really see the difference in the tone here. I also wanted to bring in Misty Moonlight so that you could really see the variations here, and also Basic Black. So it's not as dark as Basic Black. I would say it is a darker, like a denim, dark denim color. But when it's by itself, it would look really good with Pretty Peacock. So, Secret Sea here in the middle, and then we have Night of Navy, and then Misty Moonlight and Basic Black. So once it's next to Basic Black, it kind of takes on those black tones to it. But when you have it by itself next to Night of Navy, it really has a navy tone to it. So those are our 5 new in colors that are coming in May. Now, as a demonstrator, I was able to pre-order these items, and I got the ink pads. Now, you may be noticing that there is a color missing, Cloud Cover, and that is because when Stampin' Up! Debuted the ink pad, they always do quality control checks on the inks just to make sure that they continuously have the same color ink as when they're wet to dry. Now, from going from wet to dry with Cloud Cover, it started off as that bluish tone, but then as it dried, it went more towards a gray tone. So they pulled the ink pad, and they're going to continue to run tests on it. Hopefully it'll come back here pretty soon. But I was able to get the 4 ink pads that I was able to buy there, and then able to swatch them on that sheet that I showed. Now, during OnStage, as we registered, we had the option to attend what they call After Hours. Now, After Hours is an event that you got to choose one of 2 bundles, and then you can create projects with those bundles during the event. Now, I did not make my projects during the event, but I wanted to show you the bundle that I made, or that I chose during my registration for that event. So I chose, this is the Turtley Awesome stamp set and coordinating dies to go with it. So this was included in my registration packet. Now, I chose this because the other stamp set was flowers, and I have enough flower stamp set. But I thought this little turtle guy was so cute. Not only does it have images, it also has sentiments to go along with it. And during my pre-order, I was able to purchase the coordinating items to go along with this. Now, the Turtly Awesome is a whole suite, meaning it has designer series paper. It also has it has embellishments and a embossing folder to go along with it. So here is the Turtle Textures embossing folder. So this is what it looks like. Now, during one of the presentations somebody did for this, they mentioned that this looks like a topographical map. So I can bring it closer. So if you're into that kind of thing, you could do some pretty fun things with this. And then the coordinating designer series paper, I mean, look at these. They're so cute. So I got the coordinating designer series paper to go along with this. Now my pre-order just came literally like an hour ago. So I haven't used any of this yet, and I've been sick since I got home. So I haven't created any projects with the Totally Awesome, but you know, as soon as I'm feeling better, and we're gonna do a Homemakers Monday with this. This is just so cute. Now, the embellishments to go along with this, these are the shades of green hexagons. So they're little plastic flat hexagons, and it comes in 4 different colors, 2 different sizes, and I'm really excited to use these. I'm hoping that I can, like these super soft seafoam colored ones, that I can maybe color with some Stampin' Blends and change the colors of them. But this is the whole Totally Awesome suite. And the embossing folder, designer series paper, dies, stamp set, and the embellishments to go along with this. So I'm very excited about this one. Now for my pre-order, or for OnStage, during the event, we received this Layered Thoughts stamp set. And we were able to make projects during our lunch break to work on make and takes. Now, Stampin' Up! Supplied the supplies, and these were the projects that we could make. This is the Layered Thoughts stamp set. It's photopolymer, meaning completely see-through and clear, so you can see exactly where you're stamping. And this is a Memories and More card pack that we received, and it has these different background images. Now, if you registered for Winter Stampin' Bingo, we did a whole Stampin' Bingo with Memories and More cards, but there are so many of these pieces that you could create an endless amount of stamps to go along with these. So this was the project that we could make at lunchtime. Quick and simple to put these together using the Layered Thoughts. Now I just took a Sharpie and I added some hearts and little dots below my sentiment, and then this one I just added little dots next to the happy birthday. But these were so easy to create. And then the Layered Thought stamp set, everybody received this one, and we got to do make and take projects during our lunch break. Now at Stampin' Up! Events, they also do something called Prize Patrol, and each of us received a Prize Patrol number on our lanyard, and then during the event, when they called your name or your number, you got to take home the prize that they were giving. So this was my Prize Patrol item along these lines. For me, it wasn't my favorite, but the best thing about these events is seeing what people do with these supplies, and I'm sure somebody's going to come up with some really awesome projects with this stamp set. I'm really looking like the bike. That will be really fun to work with. But I'm hoping somebody creates some really awesome projects with this one. This is a photopolymer stamp set. This one is in the annual catalog. The next item that I'm going to show you is not in the annual catalog. It is an online exclusive. So some of the items that we could get on our pre-order are online exclusive items that aren't coming until May. And this one I had to add, and I already have in my mind a whole event planned around this one stamp set and coordinating dies. So this is the Poppin' By stamp set. It's a cling mount stamp set, meaning traditional red rubber, and it is all popcorn themed. Now, I love a good punny sentiment, and this one's no one's butter than you, popping in to say hello, and then you have coordinating dies to go along with this one. Now, this one, the Poppin' By dies, you have some like film strips, some little like 3D glasses, little shoes to put on the popcorns. But these are fun because not only does it cut out the outside of the image, but you can create textured popcorns with the inside, because the inside of the die has these little ridges. So like I said, I already have an entire event planned around this. It won't be until May because that's when this is released. But this is the Poppin' By stamp set. This will be stamp set and dies. This is an online exclusive item, and I'm so excited to work with this one. Now, part of the pre-order as well is from the catalog, of course. And then this is the Feathered Fun stamp set. At first, I'm not a bird fan. I'll just say that right now. But the projects that they showed with these colored in with Stampin' Blends brought these guys to life. Now, this stamp set is, they're reversibles. So you have these two images kind of sit next to each other. These here are to fill in the background. So you don't have to color in the whole thing if you want to. They had a whole display of what type of birds these were. And these are photopolymer, so completely see-through and clear. And then it also has these little branches to go with it. Now, this is a standalone stamp set. No dies to go with it, but it's going to be really fun to color in these little guys. Actually, are there dies to go with this one? I feel like there were. I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but let me just check really quick. Where's the stamps? Feathered Fun, page 94. No dies to go along with this one. So you'll have to hand cut it out, but it's rounded. So it's pretty easy to cut these out. So this is a standalone stamp set. Now I got a die set that actually has a coordinating stamp set to go with it, but I decided to just get the dies. Sometimes you see dies that work with a lot of different things, and I just wanted this for the image or the sentiments. So this is the More Messages dies, and there is a stamp set that is one giant stamp, and that fits in all of these. So you stamp once, and then you add the dies, and you have all these little dies to go along with it. But I just wanted this die for cutting out my own sentiments. I didn't want all the sentiments to go along with it. Now, I have seen some people we've had dies like this in the past where they have cut the dies apart. I'm not going to do that because when you cut these, they get really sharp. And so I'm not going to cut mine apart. I'll just finagle my die around my sentiment and then die cut it out. But it's one die, and it can cut out all these different pieces with one pass through of your machine. And then you have all these little different sentiment pieces to go along, and you don't have to, stamp a bunch of times. So I got this just for the die set. The stamp had no interest to me. So maybe I'll pair these two together, Feathered Fun and the More Messages dies. Now, embellishments. I love getting embellishments on pre-order. So let me grab, I already showed you the one that I got, but then I got 3 different more here. Now I had this from my registration, so that's why it's already packaged up the way I have it. But these are the 2025-2027 in color flat pearls. So you have all 5 of the new in colors and they're flat pearls, so it means it's great for mailing. These are really fun, and especially the yellow ones, if you use darker colors, Stampin' Blends, you can easily change the color of the dots to match whatever project you're working on. Now the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink Gems. So 2 different sizes, 3 different colors. We have Strawberry Slush, Pretty in Pink, and Clear. You can easily change them with Stampin' Blends. As you can see, I try to get my embellishments to be able to work with a variety of colors, not just what they're intended for. Because I use my Stampin' Blends and I can color them in and they'll match whatever project I'm working on. So these right here, the clear ones, I can easily color in when I get them my Secret C Stampin' Blends, and that can match whatever project I'm working on. And then the last ones, these are really going to be easy to color with. These are the holographic resin dots. These are rounded, so these are not flat, but you can still mail these. These come in 3 different sizes, and they're all just the clear holographic, so very easy to, you can see the color shift on there. Very easy to color in and match whatever project I'm working on. Let's see, I think that is, let's see, I showed you that and that. Now, our demonstrator pre-order from the rest of the catalog starts tomorrow. So I'm going to go on there and see what is available to pre-order, if there's anything different than what I got now. But I think I'm pretty set for the beginning of the kickoff of the catalog. So I thank you, Elle. We have a short kind of Makers Monday today, as I kind of showed you what we got in Raleigh for OnStage. The one thing I forgot to show you is this really fun, oh, let's see if I can get it on here. I got a personalized bone folder from my friend Trisha. We partnered a lot when I lived in Tucson. She's also a Tucson demonstrator. We partnered a lot on in-person events while we were there, and she got me this personalized bone folder with my name on it and kind of an inside joke from last year's OnStage. So I appreciate the bone folder that I got from her. But like I mentioned, if you are wanting a copy of the new 2025-2026 annual catalog and you aren't currently working with another demonstrator, there is a link in the description of this video that you can fill out, and at the end of April I will be sending out my catalogs. I'm switching it up again this year just to make sure that those catalogs really get into the hands of those that truly want them. I look forward to seeing you next week for another week of Makers Monday. We'll get back into live step-by-step crafting. Hopefully my voice is back to normal, and I look forward to